let me tell you, to clear all these misunderstandings. Otherwise, all of you will misunderstand the contact person as well. And we worked day and night. I was always on the phone, and I sent disciples here and there. I signed a check, I sent the money, I called to send the money. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and manpower, hundreds of people to pack the presents day and night. And I had to maneuver all these things over my health. And then, you know what? And that was just after my surgery. I had to have an operation, even a small one, but it made my whole body paralyzed. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even take a bath. I couldn't eat for 2 days. But the second day I had to go for the Veterans Memorial. But even before I went, I had to take charge of all these arrangements, all these changes, make all these decisions. My attendant could not do it. I had to do everything. And they helped me to call on the telephone, but everything had to be made by me. You know what I mean? Even when I lay in bed with all the compressors, I still had to dictate many things to do. And I had to take the telephone in bed. I couldn't even rest. After the operation, I had to work immediately. The first minute when I got home after the anesthetic wore out, I have to take the telephone already. So don't blame me, please. I don't tell you all this to let you know that I work very hard, but because you misunderstand too much because of this. And then after the ceremony in the morning, I was so cold and chilly just after the operation. I couldn't even walk. They had to carry me to the car and carry me to the airplane, carry me up to the staircase and down and up because I couldn't walk. The leg just didn't move. I took medicine, but it takes time, you know, and the anesthetic makes people crazy. And it hurt. Wow, it hurt me like every time I cough, it's like somebody was stabbing a knife in my stomach and my chest, you know what I mean? Because I just had an operation. When I coughed, it was really suffering. And all that I carried with me to the airplane, to the veterans party, and to you. To last night's opera. I was fainting at the opera. Nobody knew. I had to cover my face so that nobody could see how bad I looked. Yeah, but I looked glamorous, but inside I felt very, very rotten. Nobody knew, because I don't want to make you worry. But since the day my cousin, he complained, I don't want him to misunderstand the contact person because she truly doesn't know. Because sometimes we cannot get in contact so quickly because of telephone, you know. We have because we are on the road, we are not in our headquarters, so we don't have 10 telephones or 5 telephone lines. We have only whatever we have at that disciple's house, 1 telephone, and another cellular telephone, which doesn't work sometimes. And you know what it's like with cellular phones. I don't know why it doesn't work. It's very expensive for nothing. And sometimes the telephone burns out because too many faxes, fax and telephone together, and it burns, really it burns. And then we had to stay there and tell people to come and fix it for 2-3 hours. Or sometimes we had to let it rest for 1 hour to cool down. It had fever. Yes, you don't know all these things. I don't want to tell you, but otherwise you misunderstand a great deal about how I work, how I lead my life. I truly don't have time. Even just to arrange for tickets, it takes a lot of time. And when you change it, why, it takes more time. Yeah, and more money all the time. Every time you change tickets, you have to pay more money. And that doesn't even make them happy because you make a mess for their work. You know, they rather have it, you know, smoothly, and you change it 3-4 times. For 11 persons, 3 ships, you know, they don't like it. So anyhow, that's that. And the telephone burned out many times in LA. Yes. And there are many other things. Sometimes I wanted to rest, and then the disciples kept sneaking in, you know. Like I keep secret from them. They just sneak from the back door, from the garage door, just make an excuse to look at me, and then just make many problems. I can never have time to recharge. You know, sometimes I'm so tired, I want to recharge. Yeah? People never know what's enough. I give you all the things I have. Everything that I can give, I give already. But some of you always demand more. I don't know why. If you truly have faith in me, you must know. You must know I will arrange it, yeah, to see you when it's time. I give you how much you need. Yeah, you don't always demand on me too much, huh? Especially this guy. Yeah. He just want to put me in his pocket all the time. And and take care. I never let go. And then I have to take care of his daughter and his whatever. I thank you for your love, but you must know we should share it with everybody. You see how I sacrificed my family members. They didn't see me for some years. My cousin didn't see me for 2 years.
More than 2 years, 2.5 years.
2.5 years? Really? Wow, I'm sorry it took so long. And many more cousins didn't have time to see me either. And some of my cousins wanted to come to Taiwan to see me. I said, please don't come. Truly, don't be angry, but don't come because I don't know the next day whether I'm still here. And you take all this money and time to come to see me. And if I'm not here, you'll be very sad. Just wait. Maybe I come to your country and then you come to see me. It's surer. Truly. Many of my cousins or brothers, sisters, cousin brothers and sisters, wanted to see me everywhere and where. I said, no, don't come. Just don't come. Because I don't know what I will do next. Sometimes with the refugees program, something's calling or some promise in some other country, then I have to fly. Or sometimes there's a disaster somewhere or something just comes up. Then, so I don't really have time. My parents came to see me. I don't even come see them. They came to see me for 2 weeks, and every day I had about 2-3 hours for them. That's it. And my sisters cried going home and didn't have enough of me going back to Vietnam, but that's all I can give. So actually I give you more than I give my family. Or at least I give you as much as I can. You know what I mean? As if you were my family. And you don't complain anymore, all right? Truly, I neglect my family when it comes to that, yeah? Oh, you would come to see your friends and your relatives and your cousins and all that. I don't have time to come see them. And they have to fly all over places to see me. My sister, she flies whenever I am in the United States. She flew already 4 or 5 times to see me from different states. And she flew to Hong Kong to see me. Yeah, they really love me. Otherwise, she wouldn't have wasted all her time always flying around like that. Yeah, and she's smaller than me even. And she doesn't like flying that much. But she loves me, we grew up together. But even then, I just have to think of the whole world and forget my personal affection. So you know now, huh? Please don't blame them. It is all from the tight schedule. Even they only knew that I would be coming here the day before. Because first we already had a schedule arranged that I come in the morning even. And then afterwards, because of Veterans Day, yes, they invited me in the last minute. I had to come there and make a speech. And they carried me to the car. And then they wheeled me on the wheelchair to go to the podium to make a speech. And then they wheeled me back on a wheelchair like an invalid to the wheelchair. And then we go to the car. And then they have to carry me to the aeroplane. And carry me anywhere because I couldn't walk that day. Can you imagine? Huh? Just right after the operation, you couldn't walk. Yeah? Not stably. Sometimes you can, but it depends on the anesthetic, how much they give you. They gave me too much. That the whole body was just paralyzed, and after it wore off, it was sore. It ached all over. It like all my bones are broken everywhere, and everything hurt. Even when I breathed, it hurt. I talked, it hurt. I coughed, it hurt. But I didn't want to tell you this. I don't want to bother you, make you worry. I'm okay now. I'm better today. I can walk. And sometimes I'm a little dizzy, but I'm better than the first day when I came to see you. They have to carry me everywhere. Truly carry like a baby, If you look at me, you would feel, my God, what kind of master? How come let people carry you? Yeah, but I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. And I could walk a few steps with some people carrying me. Otherwise, especially with the staircase and all that, I couldn't walk. But when I came to Dallas, it's better. But then that's why all the programs were just... I couldn't even change it despite my health. People after operation, they would rest, no? Right? But I didn't change it anymore because I thought I couldn't change anymore. I changed 3 times already. If I don't come, I'm sure you'll be very upset. So even in the last minute, we changed all the air tickets and then we came. We came in 2 groups. We could only change 5 tickets. So 5 people came with me and 7 people came before. You see what I mean? It's this topsy-turvy situation. So you had to go and fetch 2 times, yeah, from our group. Yeah, that's caused also inconvenience for you. And then you know what? Carried me on an airplane, and then what? Carried me out of the airplane, carried me to the limousine, and I had to dress up right away because before that I was in a cemetery ceremony in the morning. I wore black, and when I went to the opera, I had to look better. So I had to change in the limousine to make me look suitable for the opera. The 2 occasions are exactly opposite. You know what I mean? One is for the dead people, and you can't wear beautiful things. So I look as black as possible, black hat, black dress, and everything, okay? So when I went to the opera, I couldn't go like that. So I had to change into an evening gown. And so, as invalid as I was, I had to put on all the dress and all the makeup in the car and then make myself become a little princess, the way you saw. Yeah, with hair and everything. But you didn't know how much I suffered then. I just looked good. I looked good for you. And then I felt so much pain that I'm sorry I missed some of your singing because I kind of fainted over there. I feel very embarrassed. And I kept eyes to keep me awake, but still the drugs, make you drowsy. Anyhow, we made it, huh? We made it. I made it, so nobody knew anything. And they carried me at the last minute to the opera. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because we changed the schedule. For the 3rd time, then I have no more time. Just rushed from the house to the cemetery of the veteran, and then rushed from the cemetery to the airport, and rushed from the airport right to your opera. No time to eat. I ate nothing from that morning except a few pieces of toast. So I had to take some toast and something to keep me fit. Otherwise, what could I do in your opera? Huh? So you know what I mean? So I ate all your toast and something, and then took all the medicine that kept me going. And that's it. And then I run from 6 o'clock that morning until that night. And
no, still going after that.
Yeah, it's still going after that. You see, there were other things going on. You see that? I had no time to even eat on that day. And one thing comes after another. You have bad stomach. You have nothing inside. You have no energy. You just had anesthetic. You need a lot to eat and drink. You need ice. You need things. And then you have nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing or even food. So you know what I mean? How much I sacrificed for you. Now, if you complain, tell me. If you have anything more to complain, just tell me.
Next time, tell us when you're sick, please.
I told you. I think I didn't tell you, but the friend told you, no? And they phoned you and told you.
Operation. Nobody said you were
Yeah?
operation.
But I think I told you.
Put that on, way off.
Uh-huh. But I think I told you when I first came. Also.
Oh, when you got off the plane.
Yeah. But still, you still demand me for breakfast, for your daughter, for your mother, for anything. Still, after you knew, nobody is sensitive enough.
Oh no, you insisted next day.
To bother. I insisted.
You wouldn't stop.
Yes, I promised, so I would come. But not 9, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not necessary to have extra long hours for me. That's what it is. Yes? So you don't give this guy anything. You give him a banana, he wants an apple. That's it. You must know him by now or not. But that's good. That's good. You know what you want. You know what you want? Okay. And then you get what you want. That's very good for business. But you have to turn that strategy to work for outside people, not to catch me, to catch the fish. But that's what I caught, not you. Next time, you use that strategy to catch fish, okay? Not to catch me. You catch the wrong fish.